Hello, hello. I just wanted to pop in here before I started this video to let you know that I had every intention on posting a new video every day this week. Yesterday, I woke up and I wasn't feeling it. So I went to Michael's instead. I went to Michael's, I cleaned my desk, I cleaned my crafting area, and I think I just needed like a breath. So I'm sorry I didn't post yesterday. But life happens, and I totally believe in self-care, and I felt like I needed to organize and straighten and not create. So that's what I did. However, I am back today, and I am bringing you this video, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm back today with my third video. We are going to be making paper clips to sell packaged up. So we're going to make the paper clip. I'm going to show you how to package them, and we'll talk about pricing. So this is for my craft fair series. These are a great little gift for somebody to purchase to give to coworkers, neighbors, friends, daughters, I mean anybody. Okay, so I'm going to start by making my bows. I'm using an envelope punch board and my paper cutter here. You can also, if you do not have an envelope punch board, go ahead and get a template off a line. Just look up like paper bow template, and you should be able to find a template online that shows you how to cut a paper bow. But for this video, I'm going to go ahead and use my paper cutter and my punch board. So I'm starting out by creating bows. And for my bows, I'm going to need a piece of paper that measures 1 inch by 7 inches. So I cut it at 7 inches, and now I'm going to cut it at 1 inch. I'm using my scrap paper here because you guys know I love to use my scraps. So I'm going to go ahead and cut 3 pieces of paper. I'm going to do 3 different bows in each bag. Okay, we've got our 3 pieces here. We're going to grab our punch board. Can you turn on my overhead light, please? I feel like it's dingy back here. Didn't do anything, but whatever. All right, so I've got.
Turn on. Is that the wrong thing?
There you go.
There we go.
So I've got my pieces of paper. I'm going to start out with my 7 inch going this way, and I'm going to line it up at the 1/2 inch mark, and I'm going to punch. I'm then going to push it down to the 3.5 inch mark, and I'm going to punch. I'm going to flip it over again. Ooh, almost lost my hot glue gun.
Hot glue gun on the loose.
Yeah. Again, line it up at the 1/2 inch mark, punch, line it up at the 3.5 inch mark, punch, and then we are going to take it, flip it over, line it up at the 1/2 inch mark, punch, flip it, 1/2 inch mark, punch. Okay, so it's 7 inches across this way. We went in 1/2 an inch, punched, 3.5 inches punch, flipped it over, did the same side, 1/2 inch punch, 3.5 inch punch. Then you took it and flipped it over this way, and then you went in 1/2 an inch, punched, flipped it, and did another 1/2 inch. So we've got something that looks like this. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to flip this around so you can see what I'm doing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to create the little tails of the ribbon. So what I normally do is I push it in and I line up this little mark right here with the edge of it. Okay, and then I will punch it. So you get that. See that? And then we're going to turn around and do this side also. So I'm going to put it in, line it up, just like that. Lining up this little thing here with the edge. And I'm going to punch it. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it's going to look like this. Kind of looks like a candy wrapper or something.
Looks like
piece
two
of candy.
bows.
Yeah, like 2 pieces of candy. So let me punch the other ones, and then I'll come back and show you how to turn these into bows. I've got my 3 strips here. Okay, so this is super simple. You are going to take this strip and you are going to fold it in on itself to create this little bow. See that? So all you're doing is folding it in on itself and creating this little bow form. Okay, and I like to put a dab of hot glue here.
You could use super glue.
You could use a lot of different types of glue, but
Hot glue dries fast.
hot glue is more powerful.
Our
I
friend.
think. I love hot glue. So I'm putting that right there, and I'm just holding it until it dries. And then I also like to add a dab right here to keep the little tail straight. Because I feel like if you don't add it, see how it just kind of flops out like that? And sometimes it can look like uneven. So I like to add a dab of hot glue right in here to keep everything lined up. Okay, line everything up so it looks straight. So we've got 1/2 of it done, and we're going to do the same thing with this side. We're just going to take it, curl it over. We're not pressing because we don't want this to flatten out. We still want it to be a bow. We want it to be a poofy bow. So we're not pressing on anything. We're just simply
folding.
Yeah, we're more like bending the paper, not sealing it down. Yeah. So I'm just going to hold it to let it dry. And then I'm going to do this right here to hold that down. Little tiny. You don't want to use very much hot glue on this either. You're just using the slightest. See, it's just a little tiny bit. And just line everything up and put it down. These are so adorable. I love these. I love seeing them stick out of my... Here's your little bow. So let me finish making all the other bows, and then I'll show you how we're going to get them to stay onto our paper clips. Okay, so we've got all of our little bows made here. Okay. Our 3 little bows. And I'm going to get my 3 paper clips out. I used the larger ones from the Dollar Tree just because I feel like they're easier to work with, especially when you're putting something on the top of them. And poop. And now I'm going to take a small strip of coordinating colored paper. I'm just going to use this light pink for all of them because it matches all of the bows. And I'm going to cut a very thin strip out because this is going to be the strip that we wrap around the middle of our bow. So this does not need to be precise, you guys. It just needs to be thick enough to wrap around the bow. Okay, so we're going to start assembling these. We want to make sure that our paper clip is like this. We want to put the bow on this part of it right here. You don't want to put it up here because then you're not going to be able to hook it to anything. So make sure that you have your paper clip oriented right and you put the bow right here. So how we're going to do this is we are going to, I'll show you up close when I do it, but this is pretty much how we're going to do it. So we are going to take this strip and we're going to feed it through here. And we're going to glue this little strip right on like that. Okay? So that's how it's going to be. I don't know if I can get you right into the camera while I do this because I like to do it nice and tight. I usually start by putting my strip out like this. Okay? I'm trying to show you guys the best I can without getting in the way. I usually like to start by putting my strip out, putting my bow on top of my strip. Remember which side we're using for the paper clip. Okay, the paper clip goes face down like this. Okay, so you can add some hot glue right here to put the paper clip on. And we're going to be covering this up with this piece of paper, so you're not going to see all this right here. And just try to be as patient as you can with this hot glue. You don't want to move too fast and have this whole thing fall apart.
Have it be stringy.
Yeah, just try to be patient with it. I know I'm not the best at patience. This looks like it's a little too thick, so I'm going to actually cut it a little bit thinner. It's not really sliding through that paper clip very easy, and I don't want to have to force it. There we go. Okay. So now all I'm going to do is put another dollop on the actual paper clip right there. Okay. And I'm going to get this little piece to seal right there. Don't burn yourself.
Mom has done multiple times.
I know. And then, see, this is just still hanging. Now we're going to take it and pull it kind of tight, not too tight because we're still working with paper. And we're just going to snip it so it fits right there. Okay, so now let's put a little dollop of glue on here and just bend it over. Dollop of glue and then bend it over and hold it. You can use tweezers if you don't want to burn yourself or you don't have nails. These are fake nails. I haven't even painted them yet.
Did you just put those on this morning?
No, I put them on yesterday. I just haven't painted them yet.
I don't remember you putting those on.
Yeah, I put them on last night.
Oh, sorry.
Now you've got this. No. And we're gonna add a little pearl to the center there to finish it off. And then it will be all done.
You don't really need to put hot glue, just
And I love the way they look sticking out of planners, sticking out of composition notebooks, journals. If you've got a whole bunch of paperwork laying on your desk, if you've got it all bundled together with this beautiful clip, it doesn't make you cringe so much to do paperwork. All right, so I'm going to do these again, and I'm going to put it a little bit faster and set it to music. But if you need to rewatch that, then just go back and rewatch it. We've got just the bow with this little tiny piece of paper that we just wrapped around our paper clip here to make sure everything is nice and held together with that hot glue. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how to package these. I'm just taking some scrap cardstock and I'm going to cut it down to, let's say, 3. Cut it down to 3. And then I'm going to go in with my blade. And what we're going to do is create a an area for these to stick in. Thank you. So I want to make sure that it's about right here. So we'll say, I don't know, an inch down, half inch down, 3/4 of an inch down, I would say. I don't want to cut all the way through. I want to come in a little bit. So I'm only going to cut right in the center here. Okay? See, and I made myself a little, you know, thing, slit. And then I'm just going to carefully place these. Oh, I didn't make it wide enough. Yeah, I might have. They're overlapping each other for sure. Let's see. This one goes down like that. I don't want to bend them, but at the same time, I don't want to use like a ton of paper. All right, I'm gonna extend this cut a little bit. give it some room.
Can I use this?
There we go. So we've got something that looks like that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, look at that. I want to make sure all these are even. That's not even. I put the long one down. I want to put the short one down.
I totally messed this up, didn't I? Yeah.
So I want them to, yeah, but you did, but it's fine, Hannah. Okay, so this is where we are. Sorry, I had to take a phone call real quick. So this is where we are here. We've got them all lined up on a piece of cardstock. Let's see, how are they going to fit? Are they going to fit? They're not going to fit. They're not going to fit in a bag. So what are we going to do? How are we going to package these?
They won't fit.
Nope. Well, by golly, I've got an idea. Big Ziploc bags to the rescue. These are actually Great Value brand, but whatever. We're going to use big ones. Let's make it work, people. So that is going to be perfect. Okay. We are going to cut this bag. At 8 inches. We're going to cut the bag at 8 inches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to line up to be right about underneath the Great Value thing. Okay, this is my little box cutter from the Dollar Tree that I absolutely am in love with. And then we're going to make it probably, let's make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's make it 6 inches tall. That'll give us plenty of room to work with. Well, you know what though? It doesn't have to be 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. Make it 5 inches tall. That's plenty of room. 5 inches. Okay, so now we have a bag that measures 5 inches by 8 inches. Now remember, this side and this side are not sealed because I cut them. So we're going to take some handy dandy double-sided tape and we're going to seal the edges. Okay. Well, we're just going to seal this one edge right now. I want to put it all the way to the edge there. These freezer bags are actually better than the regular Ziplocs because they're thicker.
Yeah, they are very thick.
Mm-hmm. So then we're just going to take our tape. Oh, I don't have my tweezers.
You need tweezers?
No. Take our tape, pull it up, and push your bag down. Seal it. Boom. We got a bag. We got a bag. You don't have to sing if you don't want to. I prefer to sing though. All right, so we're just going to put our bows in here. And we're going to do the same thing that we did for the other one. We're going to make a bag topper because it always looks better when you've got a bag topper. It looks more put together. What kind of bag topper do we want to use? We could use, no, it's not big enough. Not big enough either. Let's see what kind of scraps I got here. Not big enough. Ooh, that's big enough, I think. No. Oh, that's pretty. We're going to use this right here with the little hearts on it. I am going to cut this. Box cutter here. All the way down.
Oh, it's so cute. You should use this too. It's Peace, Love, and Lashes. Wait, is that where you got the Peace, Love, and Lashes from?
I guess. I don't remember seeing it there, but I guess that's where I got it from. Alright, we're going to fold this in half. Oh, that's not very long, but...
That's okay.
Not very thick.
It
It's
isn't?
a little thicker.
Yeah, these papers aren't that thick.
It's alright, though.
Use this one.
Okay, and then we're just going to line it up like we did. Oh, I'm going to cut the sides. I want it to be, what, 8 1/4 maybe? I told you, I'm not really good at measuring, y'all. I don't like to measure. You would think, being a paper crafter, that I would measure everything, but I don't. I do the sides here because I think it looks better. We're going to get these down here like this. We're just going to run a line. Oh, I'm not even on camera. How about that? I just ran a line of hot glue right here on the bottom. I'm going to line it up so it's even, semi-even. As soon as it touches, it adheres because it's plastic. So you don't really get a lot of wiggle room on this. And then you're going to run a line all the way around to make sure that it seals up nice. And here you have the cutest embellished gift. What are we going to put on this? We are going to put
Put one of your
a
stickers.
flower. We're going to put a flower on this with some sparkly, because y'all know I love me some sparkly. It's adorable, you know?
Can I show them?
Mm-hmm. Hannah made herself a little bow, too. Cutie, cutie. Cutie patootie. This is the very end of my tape. I'm going to use it.
I'm using it. You have to use
everything.
like hot glue or something.
That's
right?
alright. I don't care.
There's no sticky.
I'll use it. Nope, there's no stickiness at all. I do not care.
Like, she seriously doesn't care. It's super cute though. I love them. They're so cute.
What about blue? No, there's no blue in there. Green?
No, I
There's
think
a little bit of green. There's some
you
green.
can use this one.
I'm going to use this one.
I'm gonna use the big one.
Yeah.
Biggie one.
Alright, this doesn't have any more
Stickiness here.
stickiness to it, so it's going to get hot glued down.
Hot glue. What's it do? Beautiful.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Isn't that adorable? All right, let's talk price.
I would say $3. Maybe
I'm saying 2.
2.
Yeah, they weren't that labor intensive. They weren't like my projects yesterday. My projects yesterday took forever. I'm looking at my clock right now. It says that it took me 40 minutes. But
You made 3.
first of all, I was talking to you guys and giving you guys directions. Second of all, if I was making these to sell at a craft show, I would literally have like a assembly line going on. I'd cut all of my bow strips. I'd punch all of my bows. I'd put all my bows together. I'd put them on the paper clip. I'd do all the, you see what I'm saying? So it wouldn't take me that long to do a whole bunch of these. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed the process, and I hope that you try some of these crafts out, and I will see you back again tomorrow with another idea, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.